Senator De León.
Thank you, Madam President. Colleagues, I rise to adjourn in the memory of Gabriel García Márquez, who died in Mexico City at the age of 87 last Thursday, April 17th. Gabriel García Márquez was the Colombian novelist whose 100 years of solitude established him as a giant of the 20th century literature. He has been described by the New York Times as a conjurer of literary magic. Mr. Márquez was born in Aracataca, a small town near Colombia's Caribbean coast, on March 6, 1927. His father, a postal clerk, telegraph operator, and pharmacist, could barely support his wife and 12 children. Gabriel, the eldest, spent his early childhood living in the large ramshackle house of his maternal grandparents. He said his writing style, magic realism, sprang from Latin America's history of vicious dictators and romantic revolutionaries, of long years of hunger, illness, and violence. The characters and the scenarios he wrote about portrayed the Latin American condition in all its beauty as well as ugliness. Gabriel García Márquez received the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1982. The fiction he wrote was rooted in a mythical Latin American landscape of his own creation, but its appeal was universal. His books were translated into dozens of languages. He was among a select roster of writers, Dickens, Tolstoy, Hemingway among them, who were embraced both by critics as well by a mass audience. After humble beginnings in newspaper journalism and short storytelling, the author, affectionately referred to as Gabo, experienced a role of prominence and political influence that he neither sought or initially relished. In a 1988 interview with the New York Times, he said, "I don't think literature should be used as a firearm, but even against your own will, your own ideological positions are inevitably reflected in your writing, and they influence readers." Gabo is survived by his wife Mercedes and his two sons, Rodrigo and Gonzalo, in Mexico City. He will be deeply missed and always remembered as one of the greatest authors of the 20th century. Thank you, Madam President.